Welcome to Pilates. My name is Jenny, and we are going to start standing today. Go ahead and come to your feet, coming to the center of your space. Good. Bend your knees, give yourself a little bit of a shake out here. Make sure that you're not too stiff, especially if you're still waking up. And then with your knees bending, roll those shoulders back. Good. Begin to breathe. Take nice big deep breaths. As you roll those shoulders back, again, just have some nice gentle knee bends here. Good, a few more. Good, bring your feet underneath your hips. Awesome. Inhale, arms reach up, keep your shoulders down. And exhale back. Good, inhale, reach up. And exhale, reaching back down. Good, inhale, reach up. And exhale, back down. Just turning to the side so you can see. Inhale, reach up. This time you're going to exhale, reach back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you forward fold. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up. And exhale, take it back. So kind of also working on shoulder mobility, hamstrings, our posture here as you come up. So make sure you don't stick your ribs way out. Keep everything engaged. And then sweeping it back. Lifting it up. Good, and sweeping it back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then come on up and taking it back. Resisting gravity here, squeeze your shoulder blades together, pull your chest through, and then take it back up. One more time. And take it back up. Excellent. Arms are up, then you're just going to take one arm to the side and lean over. Good. Inhale your other arm up and take the other one out to the side and lean over. Good. Bring it up. And exhale, arms reach down. Excellent. Roll the shoulders out. Go ahead and take our feet nice and wide. And then turn your toes out from there. We're going to do some knee bends, just kind of warming up our body, moving some things around. Then we'll get into that core. So bend your knee, reach up and over. Think a nice long line here. And bring it back. Good. Other side, reach. And bring it back. Nice. First side, reach. Nice long line. And bring it back. Really reach. And bring it back. Good. First side. And bring it back. Second side. And bring it back. Good. Keep your shape right here. And then leave your arm where it's at. You're just going to straighten this leg and rebend. Straighten and rebend. Straighten and rebend. One more time. Straighten, rebend. Good. Coming back up. Other side. We're going to do a few back and forth in between. And first side. And second side. Good. Back up. Make sure you're breathing. Nice. All right, stay on this side. Here we go. Straighten and rebend. Straighten, rebend. Keep the shoulder away from your ear. Straighten, rebend, straighten, and rebend. Good. Come on up. Excellent. Turn your feet to face the long edge of your mat. You walk your feet in a little bit. We're going to just take some good mornings, aka some nice half flat backs here. Working again, strengthening our back, our core, back of our legs as well. So inhale. As you exhale, flat back, folding just in half. Weight should be in your toes. Hips are in line with your ankles. Take it back up. Good. Taking it down halfway. And back up. Already you should be warming up. Even though we're not doing a ton of cardio, you should be getting warmer, your core especially, and back up. Good, taking it down halfway. And back up. Good, take it down halfway and hold. Arms drop a plumb line straight down, and then you're gonna pull your elbows up and up. One elbow at a time, up and up The elbows going directly side of your shoulders should start to begin to burn in the back of your legs. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it back up. Excellent. Woo. Gonna give it a shake out if you like. Curl your shoulders back. Gonna go back to those good mornings. We got a few more of those holds. So hands can stay on your hips. If you want to make it a little bit harder, hands can come to your temples or across your chest. And then if you want to make it really hard, hands can come out to the side. Yes? Let's start here. Whenever you're ready, forward fold in half. Stay nice flat back. Again, hips are in line with your ankles. Come on back up. Good. Taking it down about halfway. And back up. So it should feel like you're about to fall forward, but you won't. And if you do, your hands will catch you. And back up. Good. Coming down halfway again. And back up. Good. Breathe. One more time. And back up. Hold on. And then come on back up. This time we're going to stay. So folding in half. Drop your arms to that plumb line. And instead of your elbows going wide, you're going to pull your elbows straight back. So elbow back. Elbow back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Pull that nice arm blade straight back. Breathe. Don't hold your breath here. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come all the way back up. Excellent. Feet can be in or, heels can be in or toes straight forward. We're going to just do a forward fold after all those good mornings. So inhale. And exhale, fold. Let your hands find the ground if they're close, but don't quite reach. Just heel till you feel a little bit wider. If you're nowhere close, that's fine. If you feel like you're getting a head rush, just bring your hands back to your hips and stay right here. Otherwise, enjoy a nice deep stretch here. You can do whatever feels good. Maybe you want to bend your legs after having them straight for so long. Excellent. All right, if your hands are on the ground, go ahead and straighten your arms to come to a little bit of a halfway lift, flat back. Just heel to those feet in a little bit so you can bend your knees, placing your hands on your legs and come all the way back up. Awesome. Go ahead and take your legs together. We're going to work onto our balance and some stability here by doing some essentially calf raises. Yes? So go ahead and take your heels up off the ground as your arms float to your shoulder height. And then pull your elbows back in. So I'm just trying to show you. So go ahead and float your heels up. And then squeeze your fists as you pull your shoulders back. Good. Float those arms halfway up. As your heels lift, squeeze those fists into your side. Good. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Good. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, squeeze it in. So you want a little bit of a hover at the top, having a little bit of a pause, so you're holding it, and then drop it back down with control. Good. Again, inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you bring it in. One more, just like that. Inhale as you lift up. And exhale as you bring it in. Awesome. Go ahead and shake your feet out. And then going and moving to one end of your mat, we're going to begin to make our way down to the ground. So inhale, those arms reach up. And exhale, fold in half. The feet can be together or under your hips. Breathe. Bend your knees enough so your hands reach the ground. And begin to walk yourself all the way out, finding your plank. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Placing your knees down on the ground. And then go ahead and send your hips back. Just getting a little bit of a stretch out, especially for the tops of your feet. We're really bending the other direction. Excellent. And then go ahead and bring it back on up into your tabletop position. And then from here, I just want you to shrug your chest down as if you're trying to shrug your chest down between your arms. And then press the middle of your spine away from the ground. So press your chest away from the ground. Give a nice sturdy foundation here. Pressing into all corners of your hands. Just going to tuck our toes and we're just going to hover these knees right up off the ground. Okay, breathe. Good, and let it go, nice. Untuck your toes, sit back on top of your feet, roll your shoulders back. Just get off your hands for a moment, take a breath. Having a little bit more mindfulness in our Pilates practice today. Awesome. All right, so we have a few things from plank, and I want you to really continue to keep that nice engagement that you just learned. So whenever you're in plank, if there's this tendency to just drop and just keep dropping, you want to make sure that you really think about pulling your chest away from the ground. It might also distract you from your arms or whatever. And then make sure that you're not dumping into your back here. You really want to keep your abs engaged. So whatever you do, so if you're here, so you can go ahead and just be in plank if you want to get a few extra in while I'm cueing you. So if you find that you're really dipping down, that's not so good. So if your abs are maybe not strong enough to keep your hips up or your stomach in, you can TP it a little bit. I'd rather you be a little here than here. Yes. So I'd rather you be a little up here than dropping down here. All right. So just keep that in mind whenever it starts to get hard. If you feel that you're starting to dump into your low back, just lift those hips up a little bit. Okay. You're still doing a ton of work. So do what you got to keep yourself safe. And as always, if you like, you can do a lot of this from your knees as well. All right, so let's go ahead and come into our plank. So if you know you want to do plank with your knees, you're just going to come into regular plank and then drop your knees down. And that's going to give you about the right distance. All right, so be here or here. We will take breaks. Go ahead and take one leg up, point your leg, point your leg, point your toe, take it up, tap it down, up and down. Good. 3, we go to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Release. Awesome. Getting off your hands for a moment. So we will break between each set of 10. So if that kind of helps you know how hard you need to push yourself or want to push yourself, hopefully that's a good gauge for you. Good. All right. Come on back to our plank. Whichever position you'd like. And then take your other leg back. You're going to lift, tap down. Lift, tap down. Lift. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Go ahead and release. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you need to do to kind of release. I want you to be able to do these as well as possible. Yes, with as good form as possible. So that's why we take a lot of breaks. If you find that you don't need the breaks, I'm taking too many for you, you can always just hold plank the whole time, right? All right. Go ahead and take yourself back into your plank. And if your wrists are really what's killing you, you can always drop to forearm plank on these. Good. So find your plank. Take your first leg up, and then you're going to pulse higher. So pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Release. A little bit shorter break because those are a little faster. Take a breath. Excellent. Set it back up. Other leg, pulsing high. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. Awesome. Taking deep breaths here. Awesome. Cool. All right, coming back into our plank. And we're just going to walk out a little bit. So if you're on your knees, all that's going to happen is you'll lift one at a time, then the other. And if you're on your toes, you'll tap one and then the other. Yes? Can we go to 20? If you want to just do 10, you can. But we're going to go ahead and go to 20 because we have 2 legs. So take it up. Here we go. 1 and 1. 1, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Nice. Release. Awesome. All righty. We are going to come and go between plank and down dog. So you can go between plank and dolphin if you're going to be on your forearms. You can still do this. Otherwise, we're going to rotate between plank and down dog. You again have 10 of them. So go ahead and find your plank, and then send those hips up and back. 1 and plank. 2 and plank. 3 and plank. 4 and plank. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Good. Get off your hands or your elbows for a moment. So if you're on your elbows and you want to just lay on your stomach, you can always do that. Right? Awesome. Alrighty. So just 10 here, even though we're alternating legs. You're going to take your knee to the outside. Yes. And we are almost done with our plank series, if you were wondering. So 5 each side, 10 total. Finding your plank. You take your knee wide and wide. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Hopefully you're building heat now if you weren't already. All right, this last one, I'm going to suggest that you go onto your elbows. It's a little more effective, but if you prefer to stay on your hands, by all means, you can stay on your hands. All righty, so go ahead and come into your regular, or into your plank. And then if you're on your knees, you're just going to hold. Otherwise, you're going to begin to rock forward and back on those feet, working through your calves. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Drop it down. Woo, that was nice. Roll the shoulders back. Take a deep breath. Awesome. Excellent. All right, you go ahead and flip on over onto your bum. Sticking your legs out straight. Good. Flex your feet. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, over, stretch. Good. Breathe. Maybe put that just a hair. There we go. Awesome. And then go ahead and take one leg up. Roll open your shoulders. You want to twist towards your bent leg. Finding a little bit of a twist here. Pulling that knee into the midline. You can always hook your elbow on the outside if that's in your practice. Awesome. Bring it back to center, and then simply just switch legs. Roll open your shoulder. Finding your twist. Again, you can hug your knee in, or you can hook your arm on the outside. Awesome. Go ahead and bring it back. All right, we're going to play in boat here for a moment. So roll your shoulders back. Finding your nice boat pose here. So remember, legs can be up, toes can be down, hands can be behind your legs, or take it off. Yes? Okay, if your toes are on the ground still, so you really just want to make sure that this is nice and long. So if you begin to dump, roll those shoulders back, and then reset, yes? Okay, so if your toes are on the ground, you're simply going to lift one, then the other. If your legs are up, you're simply going to tap down, tap the other. Got it? All right, let's go for 20 if we can, because we have 2 legs. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Nice and tall. A lot of strength in our core and our back. And just building that nice posture. Excellent. Then coming back, find your boat again, toes on the ground or toes lifted. Excellent. We're just going to go side to side. So go ahead and interlace your fingers, leave your pointer fingers out. You're going to take it to the side, other side, side, other side. 4, 5, 6, only going to 10, 8, 9, and 10. Good. So nice and tall. Excellent. Alrighty, and then you might want to have your toes on the ground for this next one, but if you want to hover, by all means, roll your shoulders back. Arms are out, palms up, and then just simply pulsing back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little bit shorter breaks since those pulses. Take a breath. Awesome. Coming on back. So toes can be on the ground or lifted. You're going to straighten one leg at a time. And we are going to do just 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. So nice and tall. Awesome. Let's go ahead and lay down on your back. Give your back a little bit of a rest. To a degree, just a different orientation. Good. Maybe rock your knees side to side with your feet on the ground. Just kind of release any tension that might have crept up from all your boat poses. Alrighty. And we're going to have some nice slow crunches. So we have 3 level crunches. What that means is that you're going to take your hands to your temples or behind your head. You're going to crunch 1, higher, higher, and back down. So 3, 2, 1, and back down. 3, 2, 1, and back down. Use your abs, not your hands. 3, 2, 1, and down. 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 2 more. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent. Go ahead and take those legs up. So bring your hands to your thighs. Don't let your thighs press into your hands too much. So thighs are straight up and down here. And you're going to keep your shape of your legs and tap those toes down. So here we go. Tap and lift one at a time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. So you can do double leg taps or you can stick with your single leg taps for 10 more. Here we go. 10, 9, go a little slower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Good. Hug those knees into your chest. A little rock side to side. Sweet. All right. Curl your chin to your chest. Take your legs out nice and long. Curl your chin to your chest. All right. So hands can be underneath your butt, underneath your hips, by your side, or behind your head. Up to you. You have baby leg lifts here. So legs are nice and chin to chest. Here we go. 1, just 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Release. Awesome. Bend those knees. Bring your knees back up. Take your arms over to a T. I'm going to do some obliques here. So to begin with, let's just do some single leg drops. So we're going to do 10 all one leg. So you can just let it drop open on the side and back up. 2, 3. Now, if you want, you can always do your legs straight. 4, a little bit harder. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and awesome. Those are wonderful for your adductors and abductors as well, which is like the insides and outside of your legs. So here we go. Other side dropping for 10. 9, dropping with control. 8, 7. Remember, you can keep your knees bent if you'd like. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Good. Shake it out. Awesome. Cool. Alrighty, so we're going to do double knees all to one side. So if you want, you can do straight legs, or you can just do it with your knees bent, but 10 to one side. So here we go. A little bit slower with both. 1, 2. You can always go like a little bit more at an angle. 3, make it a little harder, but not completely hard. 4, 5, maybe one leg straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Get a little bit of a shakeout, whatever you got to do. We do have another side. So here we go. Dropping 1 and 2. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe a little slower on this last one. And excellent. Woo! Try to let those legs go nice and long. Sweet. So with your legs long, you can point your feet or flex your feet, up to you. Just engage your toes. Curl your chin to your chest. Hands are coming to your temples or behind your head. You have crunches with your legs long. So up and down. Simple crunches and down. 3 and 4. Think belly button in and up. Belly button goes in as you come up. And also you're not going in and up towards. Just really engaging those abs. 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Cool. Alrighty, and then from this position, we're gonna do some single leg lifts. So again, flex your feet or point your toes, doesn't matter, but engage your feet. Hands can be wherever you want them to be. You are gonna leave your heel on the ground. So instead of hovering off the ground, both feet like we do sometimes, you are gonna let one leg just stay long. Alrighty, so taking it up and down. Same leg for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Use that same leg. This time, curl your chin to your chest. You're going to do 2 beats on the up and then down. We'll do it 10 times. So take it up. So beat, beat, and down. Up, up, and down. Up, up, and down. Up, up, and down. Up, and down. 5 more. 5, 4, belly button in. 3, 2, 1. Good. This time lift your leg up. You can relax your head or keep your chin to your chest and just pull it closer to your face for 10 pulses. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, good. Release that. Nice. Should feel that in your quad, maybe even your hip and your back. Alrighty. And we have single leg raises. Again, you can let your head just rest on the ground for the first 10. Point or flex your foot. Here we go. 1, 2. Trying to keep that leg straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Chin to chest connection. Same leg. We have this double pulses. Here we go. Up, pulse, and down. 2, and down. 3, and down. Belly button in. 4, and down. 5, and down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Lay down or keep your head where it's at, chin to chest. Belly button in towards your spine. You got 10 pulses up. Here we go. Take it up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release it down. Go ahead and take your first leg up and give yourself a nice stretch. So flex or point your toes or point your toes, which just basically means you're pointing through the ball of your foot and your toes are coming back towards your face. If you have high heels on or something. Good. So whichever option you'd like, as long as your foot is engaged, stretch your leg out. Grab anywhere along your leg or your foot. Take some of those deep breaths. And let it go. Simply find your other leg. Here we go. Stretch it out. Breathe into it. Good, and then release. Awesome. All right, bend your knees, plant your feet. We've got a few bridge poses to go to boot. So make sure you can almost scrape your heels with your hands. And then press into all 4 corners of your feet, lifting your hips up and hold. So press into your feet, almost think about squeezing your inner thighs together, lifting your hips a little higher, and then lift your chest up, lift your chin up. Chest up, chin up. Good. Breathe, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Lowering back down. We're going to come into that again, trying to get that same level of engagement. So whenever you're ready, tuck your tailbone under. That's what lifts your hips up. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Think about almost squeezing your thighs together. So squeeze your bum. And then lift your chest up, lift your chin up. Chest up and chin up. Good. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Good. Hug your knees in. Awesome. Sweet. Okie doke. We're going to work into our feet. So go ahead and just cradle your leg. Pick one. And we're going to flex your foot. And then you're going to begin to draw circles on the ceiling. So taking your foot around so you're in a point. Ripping your toes as you come along the inside of that circle. So you're going to flex. Pointing those toes as you go along the outside till you're in a point. Ripping as you come back along the inside till you're in that flex. Good. Pointing along the outside. Ripping along the inside. You want to go super slow on these. You only have 5. Take it around. Like you're picking up a towel. Rip your foot along the inside. Flex your foot intensely. Last one. point, point, point. Grip those toes so you're in a flex. Good, and then we're gonna do that demi and point. So you're gonna point through the ball of your foot, then your toes, flex your toes back, then your foot back. So through the ball of your foot, toes, pull your toes back, pull your foot back. And point, toes, and back. And point, toes, and back. Last one. And point, toes, and back. All right, now that your foot is flexed, we're going to go circle in the other direction. So toes point as you go along the inside. Grip those toes as you come along the outside till you're in your flex. Pointing your toes as you go along the inside till you're in a point. Gripping your toes intensely as you come to the outside till you're in an intense flex. Pointing those toes as you go along the inside. Gripping along the outside till you're in a flex. Pointing along the inside. Gripping along the outside till you're in that flex. Last time. Point, point, point. Grip until you're in your flex. All right, and just point and flex on this one. Here we go. Point and flex. Point and flex. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Shake out your legs. Let that go. All right. Other leg. Go ahead and take it up. Flex your foot. And then you're simply going to take your toes to the outside until you're in a point. Grip your toes along the inside or the outside until you're in a flex. Pointing your toes as you go along the inside. Grip your toes along the outside. Pointing your toes along the inside. Grip it as you come on the outside. 2 more. Really point your toes. Really grip and then flex as hard as you can. Point. So you are trying to make a circle. It may not look like it right now, but eventually it will. Grip your toes on the outside until you're in flex, working on that foot mobility. Here we go. Pointing through the ball of your foot, then your toes. Flex your toes, flex your foot. Point, point, flex toes, flex back. Point, point, flex, flex, point, point, flex, flex. Last one. Point, point, flex, flex. Good. We're going to see the other direction in our circles. So point your toes as you go on the outside till you're in that point. Gripping your toes along the inside till you're in that flex. Pointing along the outside. Gripping your toes along the inside till you're in a flex. Good. Point, point, point. Nice and slow. Trying to draw that circle even though it may not look like one right now. Flex. Point. Don't forget to really grip those toes so you're in a flex. 1 more. Pointing along the outside. Gripping those toes along the inside so you're in that flex. All right, point and flex. Here we go. Point and flex. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hallelujah. Let that go. Shake it out. Awesome. All righty, we're not done with your feet quite yet. So go ahead and take them up. You can just hold on behind your legs or you can just let them hang up in space. Doesn't matter if they're straight or not. We're working on our feet. So you're going to flex one, point the other, switch, 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 switch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex both. Point and flex at the same time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Foot circles. They're not fancy like the ones we just did, just regular foot circles. Taking it around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake out those feet. Ah la la. All right. And then roll over onto one side. All right. And then setting up for our side. So we're going to go ahead and just do some of those straight leg lifts, which you have space. And whenever you're ready, lifting up and down again. So just a little check-in. You don't want to be dumping forward if you don't need to. Try to stay upright. I know it takes a little more core strength, which is what we want to build all the time. 5. You can keep your hand right here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We're going to develop it. So what that means is you're going to take your toe and you're going to trace along your leg till you can't anymore, and then straighten it and back down. Good. Trace and straighten. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Alrighty. So we're going to take your leg up and you're going to do those double pulses and then back down. We have 10 of them. So again, flex or point your toes. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, and down. 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 Up, up, and down. Last one, and down. Good. Alrighty, go ahead and take your leg up, point or flex your foot, and you have 10 pulses. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. Bend your knee, lay it in front. And yes, this time you can roll a little bit forward, especially if you need to get off your hip, because we're going to do some bottom leg lifts. So up and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Flex your foot. You have 10 more. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Here we go. Take those legs out straight. I'm going to come on to a forearm plank. You can do full hand plank if you prefer, but side plank is the situation you got going on. Alrighty, take it up. You can stack your feet or taper them. We're going to do some hip dips. So feel free to stay here. Remember, you can always drop your bottom knee. You can always use this top hand if you need to. Alrighty, 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and lower and get off your arm, whatever you need to do. We're going to do 10 weaves and then we'll switch to the other side. Cool. Again, feel free to hold whatever version of plank, or if you want to just do some side crunches if you'd rather, totally cool. Alrighty, make it challenging but doable for you. So go ahead and lift on up. We have some weaves if you want to come with me. Arm up, weave through. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Alrighty, making your way on to your other side. I'm going to take those legs out nice and long. And finding your recline position. Again, point or flex your feet. Just make sure that you're engaging, especially the one going up and down. Alrighty, remember, if you need to make it easier, you will tilt forward a little bit. Use the weight in your hand. If you want to make it harder, try to keep your chest open. And then hardest, again, we'll have your hand right here behind your head, not even helping you at all. Okay? So choose which one is right for you. Whenever you're ready, you got 10 straight leg lifts. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Alrighty, trace along your leg. Trace and extend. Down. 2, up. 3, up. 4, up. 5, up. 6, up. 7, up, 8, good, 9, and 10. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, we've got those double pulses in down. So if you want to come with me, I was doing some fancy footwork on the last one. So totally optional. You can just flex or point your toes all together. But if you want to work your brain a little bit and your leg a little bit more, you're going to point your toes. You're going to pulse 2 and then flex down. Got it? All right, here we go. Pulse 2, flex. Pulse 2 and flex. Pulse 2 and down. 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 One more. Pulse 2 and down. Good. Take your leg up, point or flex your foot, and you're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Good. Go ahead and stack that leg in front. Bottom leg is going to do all the work here. Point your toe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex your foot. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweet. Alrighty, here we go. You're going to go ahead and come into your side plank. Again, a few options here. You can always just do side crunches. You can leave your bottom knee on the ground. You can also leave your hand on the ground. Okay. Here we go. And you can stay here or up. You have 10 hip dips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release. Give yourself a tiny bit of a break, whatever that looks like for you. And then 10 leaves or whatever is going to be a challenge for you. Okay. And you can do these on your hand as well or on your elbow. All right, take it up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Go ahead and flip on over onto your back, laying all the way down. Bring those knees up. Give yourself a gentle rock side to side. Awesome. Placing your feet on the ground, you're going to take one leg up, flex your foot, cross it over. Just finding figure 4 here. Just getting a little bit more stretch before we get off the ground. Breathe as you pull closer to you. Awesome. Just release your hands and then cross your legs over more. Take your arms out to a T and let those knees fall over. So your cross leg, one on top should be going the opposite direction. Yes. So it should feel a nice stretch, supine twist. So if you want to come into regular supine twist, that's also fine. Awesome. Bring it back up. Switch it out. Alrighty. Other leg. Take it up. Flex your foot. Cross it over. Then you can stay here and just press away if you need to, or reach through. Figure 4. Breathe. Good. Let it go. And then cross your legs over further. Take your arms out to T. Those knees fall to one side. So if my right leg is on top, then I'm going to the left. Vice versa. If your left leg is on top, let them fall to the right. Good. Bring it on back up. Excellent. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to find a few boat rocks. So you're going to try to come up to a hover. If it doesn't quite work, that's fine. Hands can be behind your knees or not. Whenever you're ready, rock up to a boat hover and then rock back down. Boat hover and down. Boat hover. One more time. Stay in your boat. Hold it. Sit up nice and tall. Ooh, take your legs into a nice wide straddle. We're going to work in some balance here in just a moment. Up and down. Go ahead and fold on over. Good. All right, bring those legs back in. One side. No fancy way to stand up this time, just however you want to get up. Works for me. Don't stand up too fast though, please. All righty, let's work into some balance, shall we? I'm going to turn side just so you can see. So feet face straight on underneath your hips, so you should be able to eyeball maybe like 2/5 width between them. Alrighty, and then try not to lean to one side. Try to stay directly upright. Use your core as you just lift one leg. Good, hold. So think about your hips. Did you kick one out to the side? Is one super lifted? See if you can get them level. Good, and then trying to keep your thigh level with your hip. If it's there, or wherever your thigh is, try to keep it right there as you extend that leg. Rebend, and then step it down. Nice. How'd you do? Did you remember to breathe? All right, roll your shoulders back. Again, so whenever we do this, try not to like lean to one side in order to get this leg up. Try to use your core, stay in your center. You're gonna lean that tad bit, but try to keep it together. Yes? Whenever you're ready. Ooh, lift the other one up. Good. Notice your hips. If you raise one, kicked one out to the side, just try to find level. You're trying to get your knee level with your hips. If it doesn't work, that's fine. And then the real challenge, keep your thigh right where it's at as you begin to straighten that leg. Rebend. And then bring it down. Good. Give yourself a little shake out. Awesome. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold over. And then do me a favor, bend your knees a little bit so that you kind of drape onto your thighs here. This is a really good stretch for your low back. So you definitely want to bend your knees enough to where you can find your hands on the ground, especially for this next thing. And then just walk your hands over to one side. So you want your fingers on the ground so you can really grip on the ground, get that nice side body stretch here. If you want to straighten your legs, you can. And going to the other side. Good, back to center. Try to shake out your head, yes. And no. Yes. And no. Bend your knees and slowly roll all the way up, shoulders at the top. Excellent. Taking one more big inhale. And exhale. Good, nice work, guys. I hope you and ladies, I hope you had fun. And I will see you next time. Let me know if you have any questions.